loopcommunity.com.
Hey, what's up everybody? What's up Loop Community? So good to see you. We're glad that you're here today. This is Wednesday, 2 p.m. Chicago time. We're coming to you from the Loop Community offices here in Chicago. We've got our team down in Nashville and our team over in San Francisco tuning in here now, and tons of you guys from all over the community are here watching. And so if you're tuning in, if you would, just go ahead and in that chat box on the right-hand side. We're a community, so we're all about connecting with each other, learning from each other. Loop Community exists to resource the church and to help worship leaders do what they do better. So in the chat box to the right-hand side of the screen, maybe right over here, go ahead and type in your name, type in where you're from, maybe how long you've been using Prime, using Tracks. And let's just kind of like really have a good time here this afternoon. We're going to be talking for maybe 45 minutes, and I'm going to be showing you some new features that are coming to you in Prime. My name is Matt McCoy, and I'm the founder of Loop Community. Loop Community has been around for maybe 6 years, and there are thousands and thousands of churches who are using the resources that we provide and using them every single Sunday morning in their worship set. And it's so awesome, and that's honestly why we do what we do. And so, we want you guys to feel encouraged. We want to bring you tools and resources that are affordable. That's why we've made this app free. It's always free, and we want you to have an app that is simple, that is professional, that works on your mobile device, that you can use for no cost to you. So, we're really excited because we've started working on our new version of the app. And this is Prime 3, and I want to show you all the new features today. Before we get going into that, I just want to say that we on Monday of next week, we actually have a couple classes that we're going to be doing on how to use Ableton Live. So on Monday, we've got a class, how to use Ableton Live, how to run all your tracks from your Mac or your PC. And then on Tuesday, we've got another class on how to use Prime, and we're going to dig in deep in how to use Prime as much as you can. And then on Wednesday, we have a class on how to use Looptimus, which is our foot controller. Hopefully you guys have seen this before. This actually just started shipping again yesterday, so you can order it at looptimus.com or loopcommunity.com. But this is a great foot controller for controlling all of your tracks in a live performance with Ableton or with Prime. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into Prime 3. I've got my iPad here. I hope you've got your iPad or your mobile device. And let's go ahead and look at Prime 3. I'm going to show you some of the new features that we've worked really hard on. Our team has worked really hard on this for the past couple months, and we're excited about what's going to be coming here. So, looking at Prime now. When you first look at the screen, a lot of it looks pretty similar. However, there's some more deeper features inside. So first thing I want to show you is you have asked and we're listening, everybody wants different click sounds. So let me just play for you. This is our normal click. This is the click that is just default, comes with all of our tracks. Now, if you want, you can actually change that click in settings to maybe a rim shot, or maybe you want a marimba, or a beep sound. And then, this is the best one of all, for those of you Ableton Live users, we have recreated the Ableton Live click and we called it digital. And now you can have an Ableton sounding click. We also have added click subdivision. So if this division of the click seems too slow for you, you can turn on ×2, and now the click is subdivided. And this is a great feature for those songs that are a little slower. Anything under 100 is really hard for drummers to stay on time with, just because it's so slow. So what it's great is if you can just add the subdivision in, and then it's just a lot easier to stay on the click that way. So we have different click sounds. We have also added new cue sounds. So by default, the voice that we have for the cues is a guy we call Taylor. So let's go ahead and listen to that. Here's Taylor.
Verse 2, 3, 4.
There's Taylor. Now if you want to change that, let's just say you want a female directing you in your cues. Well, our good friend and worship leader Meredith Andrews is now a featured voice in Prime. Meredith is an awesome songwriter, awesome worship leader with Word Worship. We're really close partners with them, and Meredith is also part of Vertical Church Band, which is really close and dear to our heart here at Loop Community. A lot of us go to that church, or we're on staff there as well. And so Meredith now can be with you every single week, leading you through a song. All you do is you go to Settings and change your cue sound to Meredith Andrews. And we've got a lot more voices that are also coming, so stay tuned for that. But let's go ahead and listen to what Meredith sounds like directing us through this song.
Verse, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so Meredith just led us into the verse. Let's have her lead us into the chorus.
Chorus, 2, 3, 4.
All right. Thank you, Meredith. All right, let's just say that now, hey, for all of our Spanish-speaking friends in Loop Community, we have a new voice here, Felipe. And Felipe will go ahead and cue us off here in Spanish. In
Intro, dos,
Español.
tres, cuatro.
So this is great for you guys who have Spanish-speaking teams. You can now have Spanish cues.
Coro, dos, tres.
All right, there's Felipe. Let's go and change it now to John. John runs the gospel division of Loop Community. And so let's go ahead and listen to John's voice here. We just added these different voice flavors for you because it's fun to change it up.
Chorus, 3, 4.
So there's John. So you have totally dynamic cues. What's amazing about these cues is that when you jump to a different section in Prime, the cues follow you. They're completely dynamic. So you're not stuck to an individual arrangement. So we've got the click sounds, subdivision, cue sounds. Another feature that we have been asked about is for those of you who are on a dark stage and the Prime screen is very bright because there's a white background. Well, we added in what we're calling dark mode. If you go to the settings and hit dark, now Prime goes to a whole new theme that's dark in color. And so this is really great because now, you know, it's not this glowing light on stage. You can kind of dim it down and use dark mode. Let's go back to default mode. That's dark mode. Here's another feature that you guys have asked for, and this is called infinite loop. So down here we have this button that I'm tapping on that works a lot like the repeat button in many different, like, you know, iTunes, things like that. So what happens if I tap it once, it's going to repeat or loop that section one time. If I tap it again, it's going to infinite loop that section. So let's go ahead and hit play on this turn, and I'm going to set it to one time. You can see that section
Turn around, 3.
lit up, and also the cues changed with what I told it to do. Let's have it infinite loop now.
Turn around, 3.
You'll notice that yes, the cues are dynamically generating for what you tell it to do. So that's infinite loop.
Turn around,
You could have it play the turnaround for a million times. For as long as your iPad has battery, it's going to be playing the turnaround. Or you can just have it play just one time. So that is infinite loop. It's a feature for you. So let's talk about another feature that we're excited about, and this is called jump time. So for those of you who are Ableton Live users, you know how important it is to be able to, on the fly, jump to different sections of a song. So with jump time, what you can do is when I tell it to go to a certain section, what Prime has done up to this point is that Prime waits until the section is done before it jumps. So let's go and I'll show you. So if we're going to be playing the bridge, and I'm going to tell it to go to the chorus after this. So I tap the chorus. We have to wait until the bridge is done
Chorus,
for it to go.
3, 4.
And it'll go to the chorus, which is cool. But what if I want it to actually go to the chorus in the middle of the bridge? Well, this is where the feature jump time comes into play. In the settings menu, you can tap the little gear icon, and there's a section here called jump time. Jump time, you can choose when the section goes to where you tell it to go. So let's just say we want it to go after one bar. So I'm going to go ahead and back here and let's hit play. I'm going to change the click back to 1 times. Now go ahead and listen. I'm going to go ahead and tap on the bridge, and it's going to wait 1 bar.
Bridge 2,
And there it goes.
4.
It cued off the bridge, and it jumped right to the bridge after 1 bar. Let's do it again. I'm going to tap the chorus. Ready?
Chorus 2, 3.
Just like Ableton Live. You can now spontaneously jump to any section you want in time. Let's just say I want that to be after 2 bars. Let's just go into settings and change that to 2 bars. And now I'm going to choose the bridge.
Bridge 2, 3, 4.
And there we go. It waited 2 bars to go to the section that I told it to go to. So this is called jump time, which really helps enhance the feature of section markers, which we implemented a couple months ago in Prime. Section markers where now every section is colored off in the top waveform view, and you can jump around to any sort of section you want. Jump time is a really great feature for that. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is another feature that we've had a lot of people ask us about. And that is, I'm going to show you this, and you'll probably all know what that means. Multi-out. Now, instead of using your headphone jack on Prime, where you only have 2 outputs, you can actually connect an iOS compatible interface to your iPad. This iConnectivity Audio 4, this is a really great interface for running tracks with an iPad because it has a power supply, so it powers your iPad. It has a jack in the back where you can plug in a Looptimus pedal. So now you could use a Looptimus and this all with your iPad, and it powers your iPad at the same time. And you can send out all of your audio out of 4 different outputs. So I made a quick video at church when I was getting ready for worship to show you how you can kind of run this in your worship set. So go ahead and check out this video, and then we'll be right back. What's up, Loop community? This is Matt McCoy. I'm here to show you the new multi-out feature in Prime 3. So I'm here at church getting ready to lead worship, and I'm going to show you how I have this set up. So I've got an iPad running Prime 3, and I have the iPad connected to this interface. This is called the iConnect Audio 4. And the iConnect Audio 4 has 4 outputs that I just have plugged in here right into different DI boxes for our sound system. And the goal here is I'm going to have the click going out output 1, I'm going to have some different instruments going out output 2, maybe the pad going out 3, and guitars going out 4. And the way that this is connected to my iPad is it's connected via a lightning cable right into my iPad. And what's awesome is that the iConnect is powered by a power adapter. So what that means is that it's actually charging my iPad while I have this plugged into the iConnect. So now no more am I going to be running out of battery during the worship set. It's being charged by the interface. What's also really cool is I have my Looptimus plugged in via USB to the back of the iConnect. There's a jack here where you can plug the Looptimus in. It powers the Looptimus up, so I'm able to use the Looptimus and the iConnect with Prime, and it keeps my iPad fully charged. This is an amazing interface. So all you do once you have Prime 3 installed, in the top left part of the screen you hit this button that says Outs. And when you hit Outs, it opens up here all the different outputs for each channel. So you can tap on a channel to say, I want the acoustic to go out output 2, or 3, or 4. Depending on how many outputs your interface has, the numbers will show up there. So right now I have it set to all of my instruments going out 1, and my click and cues are going out 2. So let's hit play, see what that sounds like. So if I want my click and cues to go output 3, they go out output 3 now. Let's set these back to output 2.
Chorus 2, 3, 4.
And I'm going to turn down everything here just so you can hear what's going on. We're going to want the drums to go out output 2. So I'm going to hit 2, and now the drums are going out output 2. Or if I want them to go out output 3, now they're going out output 3. You can do the same thing with your guitars.
Chorus 2,
you want your guitars to go at output 2, now my guitars are going at output 2 or output 3, let's say. Let me go back here and hit play. The guitars are going out 2, and the click and cues are going out output 2, while the guitars are going output 3. So you can use multi-outs with Prime now, which is awesome because now your sound guy can actually control the different volumes of the different tracks, and you don't have to use the headphone jack anymore. So, hope you enjoy that. That's multi-out. What's up, Loop community? This is Matt McCoy. I'm here to show you the new multi-out feature in Prime 3. So I'm here at church getting ready to lead worship, and I'm going to show you how I have this set up. All right, we're back. So with that video, you can see kind of how to set multi-out up at church. It's really simple. What's really cool about that interface is that, yeah, it powers your iPad, and you can plug a Looptimus controller in and use both at the same time. So with multi-out, you want to make sure that you get an interface that, sorry, make sure you get an interface, someone just made me laugh. Make sure you get an interface that is iOS compatible. So, sorry. All right, so here's the next thing we're going to do. I'm going to show you how, now this is a feature we've had with Prime for a long time, but we get a lot of support tickets about this. You guys, you got to stop making me laugh. All right. We get a lot of support tickets about this, and it's how do you use Looptimus with Prime. So check this out. We got a Looptimus controller, and this Looptimus controller you can plug in to Prime using a iOS adapter. So you just plug it in, just like this. I'm going to plug Looptimus in. And when you plug Looptimus in, you're going to see on the iPad the little Looptimus logo come up. Can we actually go back to the Prime screen? You're going to see the Looptimus logo come up. And this just lets you know that the controller is being seen by the app. So all you do is you hit the MIDI button in the top left corner. Now this could be any controller. I'm using the Looptimus because it's our favorite. But I'm going to tap the MIDI button, and anything that you see that has a white box on it can be assigned to a button on your Looptimus. So what I could do is actually I could set the start of the song. I'm going to tap the start of the song, and I'm going to press button 1 on my Looptimus. And that's going to be, that'll be 1. I could also just make that the play button if we want. The stop button, I'm going to make that the stop button on my Looptimus. And then let's go ahead and make the intro be button 2, and the chorus be button 3, and the bridge be button 4, and then the outro be button 5. Now when I leave MIDI mode, I can go ahead and press button 1 on my Looptimus, and it will play, it'll start playing Lion and the Lamb. Now depending on what my jump time features are, let's go and send this back to end of section.
3, 4.
Actually, let's set it to after 1 bar. And actually, let's use narrative Andrews for this. I'm going to press button 2, and it's going to go to verse right after that. Oh, actually, I set that button to intro. That was my bad. So button 3 is the chorus.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, and then I can press button 4 to go to the bridge.
Bridge 2, 3, 4.
And then button 5 to take me to the outro. And again, it goes right after 1 bar, which is awesome. That's jump time. And then we're going to let it just play out to the end. So you can use Looptimus in that way with Prime, or really any MIDI controller. You can plug in an expression pedal if you want to adjust the volume. And that is another feature that I want to talk about that we actually we updated for Prime 3. And that is when you turn down the master volume, instead of turning down everything, it only turns down the tracks. So let me go ahead and hit play. Notice that when I turn the master volume down, the click keeps going. This is a lot like Ableton Live. So that way you can actually turn down the tracks, fade the tracks out, but still have a metronome going. And that's a really nice feature for, you know, just really quiet moments, or if you just want to bring the tracks out and you just want to play with a click, then you can go ahead and do that. So that is how you can use Looptimus with Prime. All right, so one more feature that I want to talk about, and that is a feature that, again, tons of you guys have asked about. We get emails about this. We get forum posts about this. And about a couple months ago, we added the feature where you could upload your own audio into the app using what we call Prime Cloud. Prime Cloud, if you go to the website, you can upload any audio that you want onto your Prime Cloud account, and it automatically shows up in Prime. Well, then what we did after that is we made it so in the app you can actually add your own section markers for those custom Prime uploads. And we're not making you do it on the website. You're not having to write down a bunch of numbers. I mean, this is music, right? So we're talking bars. We're talking measures here. We're not talking video time code. So what you can do now is you can, in the app, you can actually add your own section markers to your custom tracks. But then we took it a step further and we said, what if people, instead of wanting to spontaneously jump to different sections, what if we could actually rearrange the song beforehand? So then we added what we're calling custom arrangements. On any song, whether they're Prime Cloud songs or whether they're songs that you purchased, all you have to do is in the top right corner hit the Edit Song button. And now you can either edit your markers for a Prime Cloud. If you tap the little info box, you can kind of learn how to do that. Or you can do Edit Arrangement. And now in Edit Arrangement mode, you can move the sections around to anywhere you want. So let's just say that actually I want to start with the chorus. I can just grab the chorus section and drag it over to the very beginning. And now the song is going to start on the chorus. And then let's just say I want to go to verse 2 after that. I can drag that over. Let's just say then after that I want to go to the bridge. We're just going to cut out all those other sections. We're going to do the bridge. And then we're going to do the outro. So I'm going to drag the outro over. And I don't want any of these other sections, so I can just double tap it and hit delete. And it will remove that section. So let's remove them all here like that. And also, let's just say you're like, well, wait, actually, I want to add another chorus right here. I'm going to double tap, and I get a little scroll wheel where I can choose what section I'm adding. So I'm going to add a chorus. I'm going to hit Add New, and boom, it added a chorus to my arrangement. I could hit Reset. If I hit Reset, it's going to reset all the arrangement back to original. Or if I hit Done, it's going to save. And now I can hit Play, and it's going to play through the song now in the arrangement that I custom set.
Chorus 2, 3, 4.
Now let's just say my next song is actually going to be a click track, and we're going to call it, My Song. And then you can set the tempo for the click, you can change the time signature, and I'm going to make it whatever click sound I want. We're going to do the rim shot. All right, so now the next song is just a click track, which you can then change down here if you ever need to do that. And then let's say that actually at the very end of the service or at the end of the set, we actually want to do Lion and the Lamb again, but we want to do it differently. Well, all you do is you add Lion and the Lamb to your set list again, and the section markers can actually be unique per instance in your set list. So let's just say for this one actually, I want to do, we're going to go here, go to Edit Arrangement. For this one, all we want to do for the end of the service is we're going to do a verse. So I'm going to just delete everything else, because for this arrangement we're going to do just a verse and then the outro, and I'm going to hit Done. And now for this one version of this song, it's going to do the verse and then the outro and then end. If I go back to my other one,
Verse 2,
at the top
3,
of the set,
4.
all my markers will be back to how I had it for that version of the song. So that is custom arrangements. And we're really excited about that feature, and I know that a lot of you have been asking about that for a long time. And it really just took us getting all of our catalog updated with section markers to allow you to add your own custom section markers. Again, the custom arrangements work with your Prime Cloud uploads. So that's awesome. It's not just tracks you purchased, it's actually also Prime Cloud uploads. So make sure you check that out. That is Prime 3. And we've got a lot more features that we're working on that we're going to be releasing over the course of this year. And we're really excited about that. So stay tuned for more info on that. Now, just a reminder, Looptimus is shipping again now. So check out Looptimus. You can get it at sweetwater.com. You can get it at looptimus.com. You can get it at loopcommunity.com. This is a great controller for controlling your tracks. And also on Monday, we're doing those classes. Sign up for the Ableton Live class, the Prime class, the Looptimus class. You can sign up on our Eventbrite page, which is loopcommunity.eventbrite.com. So thank you guys for coming. And the one thing that actually we probably should let you know is you're probably wondering, well, when can you actually get Prime 3? When is it available? Well, the good news is that actually we're going to release it right now. So it's not in the App Store right now, but I'm going to go ahead and pull up my App Store app. And I'm going to, on this live stream, just release Prime 3 to you right now. So it'll probably take a few minutes for the Apple servers to update. But here, I'm going to show you right here. You can see maybe on the screen, maybe not. I guess you cannot. It's a little too bright. But you can see I'm going to release Prime 3 to you right now. So everybody is doing a little party dance in their church office. But you can, you'll go ahead and check out Prime 3. Let us know what you think in the App Store. Leave us a review. We'd love to, if you're using Prime and it's really helpful to you, please, please, please leave us a review. It really helps us out. This is a free app. And the way that we can make it free is by you guys being a part of the community and by you guys purchasing tracks from loopcommunity.com. So we really appreciate that. We're really thankful for that. So thank you for choosing Loop Community when you buy your tracks, and it helps us keep Prime fresh, up to date, and free for you. So thank you guys so much. We're glad you're part of the community, and stay tuned for more updates down the road this year. See you guys.